Greeting, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Sazan, and students. I am honored to introduce to you all our research titled The Effectiveness of Social Media in Promoting Tourism in Davao City. So let's begin. Social media has been popular and used in different ways in promoting one place. According to Cristina Garcia in 2016, through social media, hotels can easily provide relevant and consistent information. They can also answer the user's request. Social media can also be used as a customer service through which guests ask questions and give their opinion whether it is good or bad. As a marketer, answer directly through your account. And now let's move to the statement of the problem, which will be discussed by Ms. Luisa Ramos.
Tourism is currently one of the world's largest and fastest growing sectors, and social media has shown significant role on the tourism industry. The study aims to determine the effectiveness of social media in promoting tourism in Davao City. It specifically sought to answer the following questions. Number 1. How can social media be used to promote tourism? Number 2. Is social media an effective tool for promoting a tourism destination? Number 3. Are there disadvantages of using social media? Number 4. Does social media influence travel decisions? And lastly, number 5. Can it enhance tourism productivity and economic growth? Now, let's proceed to review of related literature. In this study, there are 5 topics that we will be discussing, which is the social media, social networking sites or SNS effect, social media marketing, digital or social media branding, and understanding branding. In today's world, social media plays a vital part in practically every industry. The tourism sector has been greatly influenced by social media. Social media plays an important role in tourism promotion, assisting from service providers in focusing on best practices based on input from travelers and the general public via social media. Next, social networking sites or SNS effect. The usage of social media remains the simplest and cheapest way of promotion in modern times. The use of social media for promotion places the publicity in the hands of the consumers. This undoubtedly allows consumers and customers to select the best place from a variety of options. Next, social media marketing. Social media marketing have seen significant changes in recent years all around the world. More and more individuals rely on online sites and pages for credible information and everything. Social media marketing increases market competitiveness, and as a result, the industry continues to flourish and the public's reach expands.
Digital or social media branding. Web-based branding, also known as digital branding, is a crucial task for new startup firms and a difficult activity for any new companies already operational businesses. It provides critical assistance in gaining, retaining, and maintaining customers, as well as building a reputable reputation in the industry. Digital branding can be regarded as one of the most cost-effective and significant marketing strategies for any online business. Understanding branding. Branding is an important component of company since it allows one's brand or product to stand out from competitors. Many people believe that it is merely about color, typefaces, logos, and hashtags. However, branding strategy is an even more pressing concern for business owners, particularly those in the tourism industry.
Now, let's proceed to theoretical framework that will be tackled by Crizia Marinas.
Theoretical framework. Social media and the impact on marketing communications. Study of the effectiveness of online marketing on integrated marketing communication. Effectiveness of social media as a marketing tool. Effectiveness of social networking sites. Social media marketing. According to Levinson and Gibson 2010, social media is a set of tools that are free or nearly free and allow marketers and the community to create content and meaningful conversation online. These certain characteristics of social media or social networking sites has created a vast opportunity for the progress of any business or social initiative. The tourism industry has transformed radically with the baffling appearance of online media platforms, making innovative chances to improve and pull in the customers with the means of enabled and encourage correspondence and authorized engagement of visitors. The marketing policies have also changed notably with the use of social media as it has allowed a positive exposure to attract visitors from various places. Now, let's proceed to conceptual framework that will be tackled by Ms. Ramos.
Conceptual framework. The diagram shows the independent variable of the study, which is the effectiveness of social media in promoting Davao City and its indicators such as information quality, ease of use, and responsiveness. The dependent variable of the study is tourist satisfaction, and its indicators are uniqueness of destination, quality of tourist facilities, and tourist motivation factor. The moderating variables are gender and tourist spots. Significance of the study. The findings of the study will be beneficial to the destination, customers, future researchers, and even the researchers themselves. Destination. This research aims to help the destination. It will act as an eye-opener for people who are drawn to a destination and give them insight through the use of social media. Social media assists individuals in picking which airlines to travel when they have located a site of interest. For customers, customers are individuals in Davao City who use social media will be able to have a clearer perception. The research will encourage them to think about the effectiveness and advantages when they use social media as source. Use social media sites to plan vacation, make informed travel decisions, and share their personal experiences with a certain hotel, restaurant, or airlines. For future researchers, this research aims to contribute to the future and past studies. It is hoped that this study will shape additional knowledge and ideas from past studies that may also support future researchers with the same subject. There may be a variation in the research, but the content is the same as the field of social media and promoting to in Davao City. And now, let's proceed in scope and the limitation that will be tackled by Ms. Marinias.
Scope and the limitation of the study. The general intent of this study is to determine the effectiveness of social media in promoting tourism in Davao City. The purpose of the study is to provide information regarding how social media highly influences the number of tourists visiting Davao City. This study intended to discover the impact of social media on promoting tourism in Davao City. The research was designed to have a thorough knowledge of the effectiveness of social media as a tool in tourism promotion. This study will mainly identify and assess the different factors that help to promote Davao City using social media. Also, this study reviews and analyzes the research publications focusing on social media and tourism only.
And now, let's proceed to the definition of terms that will be tackled by Ms. Barroso.
In definition of terms, the following words are defined to make it technical as to how they are used in this study. Social media, a term used to designate websites and applications that emphasize communication, community-based input, engagement, content sharing, and collaboration. Tourism, the act and process of spending time away from home in search of entertainment, relaxation, and pleasure despite utilizing services to customers. Promote, to endorse a product sales and acceptability, particularly by advertising and perhaps other publicity. Student, a person who is studying tourism management at a school or college. And lastly, factor, a circumstance, fact, or influence that contributes to a result or outcome. It is one of the things that affects an event, decision, or situation. And now, let's proceed to Chapter 2, Methodology, that will be tackled by Luisa Marie Ramos.
Methodology. This chapter describes and discusses how the researchers will gather necessary data and information that will be used in the entire study with the aim of explaining how the research proper was carried out and how data was obtained and analyzed. The study aims to discover and comprehend what is the effectiveness of social media in promoting tourism in Davao City. Research design. In order to collect information on the impacts, the descriptive study approach was utilized to examine the usage of social media in the tourist business of Davao City. This strategy is intended to help the researchers acquire information about current situations. The primary goals of using this approach are to explain the nature of a situation as it appears at the time of research and to investigate the origins of certain events.
For our participants, we include here social media user, tourism students, residents of Davao City, and business owners. We also explain that participating in our research questionnaire are not forced nor mandatory. This is voluntary and all personal information will be confidential. We also limit our questions from personal information of our research subject. For our research local, this will be discussed by Krisha Marinas.
Research local. The study will be conducted at Davao City. This place was selected for knowing the efficiency of the said study. The researchers also gathered respondents residing in Davao City and people who use social media. The study will be conducted in the second week of December 2021. This study has tested the effectiveness of social media in promoting tourism in Davao City. Also, this study will help researchers find out how effective social media is to attract tourists. Davao City is located on the southern Philippine island of Mindanao and is the third most populous metropolitan area in the Philippines. Davao City is the perfect location for the study because the researchers will be able to get a plenitude of significant pieces of information, different ideas, and distinct opinions from genuine experiences of the tourists or people in Davao City or in the Philippines that are needed for the study. Now let's proceed to research instrument that will be tackled by Ms. Barraso.
Research instruments. The study employed primary data, with the researchers disseminating a standardized questionnaire to respondents online. The questionnaire used to collect data for social media tourist promotion was based on the effectiveness of social media in promoting tourism in Davao City. The study was done in Davao City with the objective of realizing opportunities, leveraging opportunities, and boosting tourism management students. The study findings demonstrates the efficiency of social media in promoting tourism in Davao City. Due to social media, it's simpler than ever for young people to share their most memorable travel experiences with a large audience. This is a more efficient method of obtaining new consumers for tourist firms than traditional advertising because it encourages passengers to share their genuine trip personal experiences. Additionally, to assess promotional places, researchers updated questionnaires based on previous study on the ideal location of a promotional spot in Davao City.
Statistical treatment. Various statistical tools were used to collect, tally, and code and analyze of all the data. The information gathered in the study was subjected to statistical treatment that addressed the topic at hand. This study utilized frequency, mean average, and ANOVA. Data collection procedure. Our data were gathered through the use of survey questionnaire. The researchers formulated relevant questions to develop an efficient questionnaire that helped assess the effectiveness of social media in promoting tourism in Davao City. In gathering data for this study, the researchers followed the following procedure. These researchers did write a letter of approval for the conduct and validity of the report. The data will be obtained using a guided question. Each respondent will be asked to complete a guided questionnaire. The permit to conduct the study will be obtained from the practical research teacher and from the management committee of University of Mindanao. Respondents were given time to complete the forms to prevent from reacting rapidly. The participants' profile were kept safe and secure at all times, as was their immunity to the pandemic virus. All of the responses were kept private, and all of the statements quoted were coded to protect the participants' identity. After the questionnaire were finished, the findings were collected and tabulated. The data was gathered through answers online, tallied and subjected to statistical interpretation using appropriate statistical tools.
On behalf of our group, we would like to thank you all, especially Professor Zazon, for listening to our presentation.